to show you my 2 Kila tanks today. These are from Allie Olson patterns, and these are, quite frankly, probably my new favorite summer pattern, and I want one in every single color. First, I will tell you a little bit about the pattern itself. It is obviously a rib knit tank. I am wearing one, and I have one here to show you. It is a super quick and easy sew. It has kind of that traditional rib knit, almost a racer back, and it has binding around the armholes and around the neckline. It is fitted. It is optimal to be sewn in the rib knit. You can sew it in a regular knit. You just want to make sure that it has the appropriate amount of stretch required for the pattern. This fabric is a beautiful bamboo cotton rib from Blackbird Fabrics. It is so soft. It is so cool to the touch. It is very comfortable. It's very breezy. I love the openness of the armholes in this pattern. I didn't have to lower them at all. They're very comfortable where they fall on my body. I get a lot of air. It's great for summer. They're so soft. Like I said, I really want to make one of these in every color. And it's funny because this isn't necessarily a pattern that I really would have thought in my head, like, oh, I really want to buy some rib knit or make some rib knit, some solid simple rib knit tanks. I never would have thought that. And something I've been thinking a lot about with my wardrobes through the seasons is I've been paying a lot more attention to what actually gets worn and what just ends up being passed over in my closet a lot, and what I'm most comfortable in. And what I've noticed in the summer is I haven't really been wearing a lot of shorts, which is funny because like 2 summers ago I made so many pairs of shorts, but I don't wear a ton of shorts because they're just, it's a lot of tightness on my hips and around my legs, and when it's hot there's just a lot of sweatiness and I don't like it. So, I like a dress where my legs can move freely, or a skirt, even if it's like a high-waisted, like a skirt that's fitted at the waist. I feel like having something here around my natural waist is a lot more comfortable than having something that is at my lower waist, because I think when it's at your lower waist, it has to fit snugger for it to stay up, because it is lower on your body, so you don't have your hips holding it up. Your hip, it's kind of on your hips, so it has to be snugger, if that makes sense. Whereas if something's at your natural waist, your hips are what's keeping it from falling down, so it doesn't have to be as tight, and also you can have a lot of flowiness and breeziness around your legs, which has nothing to do with these tank tops, except that I want to pair them with all of my fun, colorful, high-waisted skirts. And I think what I'm going to focus on for my summer wardrobe going forward is high-waisted flowy skirts and flowy dresses. Flowy, 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 lots of air, and no anything tight on my arms. And this really, I feel like we get in a mode where I'm like making all these fun, bright, colorful skirts, but then I don't have anything to wear them with. And so then I have a lot of fun printed short sleeve, like button down stuff, and I have a few crop tops that kind of fit, but like when a skirt is flowy, I don't like to have a super flowy top. I like to kind of balance it out, like tight, flowy, or flowy tight. So these are going to be awesome staples in my wardrobe. I really want to get more of this fabric, whether it's not this exact fabric, but more rib knit to make more of these tops. And construction is super easy. It comes together real quick. I was lazy and I left the hem raw, and I've washed them multiple times, and so far it hasn't been a problem. I also did that because I squeezed these out of a 1/2 meter of fabric from Blackbird because it was a little bit pricey. So I wanted to see if I could squeeze it out at that 1/2 meter. So I really didn't want to lose any more length. And I wanted them to be shorter than the pattern was anyways, but I didn't want to lose any more length since they were already going to be shorter than the pattern called for. So I just left the hem raw. I started with navy because I wear a lot of blue and I knew it would go with practically anything I own. And then rust is my new love, so I had to get a rust, and I love the way that this one pairs perfectly with this vintage skirt I bought years ago at a thrift store. So both of these have been getting so much wear. I want one in every color, and I now have my eye out for a lot of any kind of organic or dead stock rib knits I can find to get more of these tanks. Super, super pleased with this pattern. I did most everything on my serger except the binding, obviously. And I was a little nervous about the binding because it seems like how can it not turn out to be like a wobbly mess? But it actually works quite well the way she has you construct it. I think next time I will trim my binding to be a little shorter. I did stitch it down with my double needle, which also helps a lot with the wobbliness. You do want to use a stretch stitch. I also thought about, because she has you connect one edge of the binding with your serger or whatever stretch stitch you're using, and then fold it to the front, almost like a bias style. Fold, and then top stitch it down. What I might try on my next one is just folding the binding in half and serging it on like a typical t-shirt neck binding, and then top stitching it down, top stitching the seam allowance down to the fabric so it doesn't like flip out. And I think that could be an equally fine technique, but this technique, it looks really nice and really professional. So if you have any questions about this pattern, please let me know in the comments below. I love this for summer. I am obsessed. I'm so comfortable, and I'm just so happy about it. It just makes me want to dance.